Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, and thank you for taking time to join us for our very first episode of the thrilling, only hero's journey. A small plane soars high above the wilderness. Bolten Granger, the pilot, peers from his cockpit, looking down to the forested surface below. He is a young man, fueled by excitement and a thirst for adventure. That's why he had accepted a mysterious letter, specially delivered on the darkest of Fridays, that promised just that. This letter had read,
"Use the enclosed map and your wits, and maybe you'll find what you're looking for in this wild world of ours. If your heart is true, perhaps the secrets of my past life will be revealed to you. But be warned, you're not the only one out there looking for answers. With love, your dear grandfather."
Bolten's mind wandered as he flew. He wasn't sure what to think. See, he had barely known his grandfather. He had fuzzy memories of celebrating birthdays and holidays with the family at his lonesome cabin in the deep woods. But after Bolten had turned 11 years old, his grandfather had departed into the next life. Scarce details could be found on his grandfather's storied life. But one thing was for sure. The mystery intrigued Bolten, even after all these years. Then, whoosh, crack! A sudden sputtering of the engine, and Bolten knew instantly what it meant. His plane was failing him. Aviation prowess wouldn't save him here.
Dude, my plane just got smoked.
Bolten tugged on the controls with all his might.
Well, if I'm gonna die, I might as well look good doing it.
Already dangerously near the forest canopy of dark green leaves, Bolten had no choice but to plunge his self-made contraption deeper into the cut of massive branches. The young pilot executed a flawless barrel roll, slicing between and swerving through the trees with unrivaled grace as his plane now tore through needles and bark. The cover was getting thicker as his machine sputtered along. Bolten started to lose sight of the sky as the wings tore away around him. Thwack! A branch caught Bolten's chest by surprise, ripping him out of the cockpit in the span of a moment. Bolten saw what remained of his plane go down in splintered ashes and whoosh! Splashing in a nearby river.
Dude, Mom's gonna kill me.
He was about to thank his lucky stars when the branch that ejected him snapped in half, dropping Bolten Granger 50 feet straight down.
Ah!
Only Hero's Journey will continue after a short word from our sponsors.
Camp, top my day, camp, whip it up my day, camp, top my day, yeah.
Well, good day, mates. How are y'all enjoying the show so far? Better buckle up, boys and girls. Sit down and strap on your listening boots, because right now, you'll get to hear about
the greatest experience ever! So many Cub Scout favorites! So many fun things to do!
Thought about BB guns, I had such a blast. I moved on to archery, and I was a netch. Even learned about first aid, and I went on a hike.
Out of this world activities all in one amazing box. It's totally Cub Scout Day Camp. Now that's what I call awesome.
I'm so grateful for my day camp box.
Essentials such as woodworking, rockets, and STEM STEM. Fire emoji, fireworks, smiley face.
I wanna know what STEM is, and I want you to show me.
To order, go online to LaSalle Council BSA.org/CDC.
Come day camp.
LaSalle Council Cub Scout Day Camp is $50 off these taxes and in a box included.
Wait. Only $50? Slow down and say that again, partner.
I'll say it super duper slow. LaSalle Council Cub Scout Day Camp is $50.
$50?
But some items, like an adult, may be required at home.
Wah, wah, wah.
Season stains and digging with coal. My parents sweated and they were rustled. Need to play, where do you go? I'm waiting on you.
To order, go online to LaSalleCouncilBSA.org/CDC.
Come day camp.
And now our adventures continue.
Bolten awoke with a startled gasp. He had been conked out for several hours, and Twilight's threatening mystique was creeping over the horizon. Quickly, he got to his feet, thankful that nothing was broken, at least to his knowledge. He wasn't bleeding, but he also wondered if his sense of adrenaline lied to him so that he'd stay on the move. Surely, if he had any life-threatening injuries, he'd tend to them. Right now, he had to salvage supplies, and he could make out ever so slightly the smoke from his crashed plane in the distance. Silently, Bolten scolded himself. He knew he should have told someone he was embarking on this adventure, but out of respect for the secrecy of the letter, he had kept everything to himself. He had no phone, no backup plans, and no connection to the outside world. After hiking nearly a quarter of a mile, Bolten found his plane remains crumpled at the edge of a fast-flowing river. He had packed emergency supplies, but he also wouldn't be able to carry a plane's worth of junk on his person. He was going to have to be selective.
Okay, first things first. Where did I put my knife?
After rifling through the wreckage, Bolten found his blade, a simple folding knife that served as a multi-purpose tool for, well, multiple purposes. It could start fires when ground for sparks against his steel. He'd be able to hunt down small game with a keen eye. He could also use it to carve wood for shelters and other tools, like walking sticks or bows.
Okie dokie, and my compass is in here somewhere.
Bolten didn't know exactly where he was, but he knew the general area and what locales were in each direction. With the map his grandfather had sent, which luckily hadn't drowned or caught on fire, Bolten would be able to orient himself in this rugged wilderness and find what he was looking for.
Third rain gear. Absolutely rain gear.
Now this included a tarp and a jacket. Both would insulate his body, and the tarp would furnish even the most clumsily made shelter with warmth and cover, just in case the clouds started to weep for him.
Okay, gotta find all the food and water I can carry. Gotta get some snackies in case I get hungry.
Bolten knew he could get a fire started with his knife, some flint, a bit of tinder, and kindling, small sticks. But just in case this forest became a rainforest, he wanted to be able to live off his scant resources for at least a week.
How about my bug repellent?
He knew waterfronts could get nasty with insects, and he knew it would be more important to find meals than end up being one for the bugs. He didn't want to get bit for days, perhaps even weeks straight. Bolten Granger had the feeling this adventure was going to last all summer. He loaded his materials into his pack, and to be continued. Dear listeners, Bolten Granger has the opportunity to take 5 more items with him. We will list 10 possible items for him to take, but he can only carry 5 of the following, so please choose wisely. Bolten's survival could be on the line. The items are: number 1, matches. Number 2, a magazine. Number 3, sunscreen. Number 4, an axe. Number 5, a whistle. Number 6, the Nintendo Switch. Number 7, swim trunks. Number 8, spare clothes. Number 9, rope. Number 10, a survival guidebook. Comment below with your 5 choices, and your decisions may heavily impact the story of Bolten Granger as we continue our adventures on Only Hero's Journey.